Hello everyone, Firemac here. Welcome to my Endwalker playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV with the Firemac. So, yes, first of all, apologies. I promised this would be back to main quest. But no, we're gonna have one more role quest to deal with. Technically, we still have the other ones to finish because we haven't done the final talking. But we'll do that. Also, the camera freeze might still happen. I cannot guarantee that it's not, because I tried looking into it, that really didn't get much information. I didn't want to spend all night looking it up either. So, well, I'm not good at that. Sure, what am I doing? So yeah, I don't know. If the freeze is happening, I apologize, but I tried changing a couple settings that maybe I had a hunch on why it was freezing randomly. Hopefully it won't happen. And I won't know if it's working until I do like a full episode or two. And I don't notice any freezes. Because for one, I know that the Elgato sometimes doesn't stick with the 60 frames per second as it should. And I know that gets in the way. Then there's I made my camera, which is supposed to be able to do 60 frames per second, no problem. I forced it to stay at 60 frames per second. So hopefully, because before it was at match output FPS. So that might be what was causing the freezing, but we'll see. Because the camera could really fix itself. Yeah, it fixes itself eventually. So like even if it freezes, it fixes itself, but there's still like an awkward 10 seconds or longer. Even more Heaven's Word, is that what it said? Artois Realm. Even ever march Heaven's Word. There we go. Artois Realm has its sights set on profane Fafnir. Glad tidings, Firemac, since the that's right. Ecumenical, menical, I don't know how to say that word. Council, not a single soul has turned. Safe in that knowledge, we need only think of how to hunt down the blasphemy. Ah, Firemac, you are here too. Excellent. I am pleased to say that the secret weapon is ready. We may now look to dealing with profane Fafnir. As you will recall, when last we encountered it, it was lying in wait by the Soleil. An instinct driven by its inherited memories, I believe. It seeks to protect that which it most strongly associates with the Archbishop. In all likelihood, 'twas this selfsame motive that compelled it to come to this holy see. From the skies above, it keeps watch over the holy vault. When next it descends, we shall exploit this instinct by using the secret weapon to lure it to the chancel. What exactly is this secret weapon? 'Tis none other than the Fury's Grace, the holy crozier of the Archbishop. Suspecting that Bishop Martinoy had retreated from Azizla, I had Deacon Klim search his private quarters. My suspicions proved correct. With the crozier in hand, I shall make an irresistible bait for profane Fafnir. My lord, that is an unconscionable risk! There is no telling how the blasphemy will react. Indeed, but we can be confident that I will command his undivided attention, thus ensuring that no more of our citizens are placed in harm's way. If the Heaven's Ward are the Archbishop's shields, then the Temple Knights are the people's. As the leader of the Order, the risk is mine to bear. All the Knights of the Heaven's Ward fell in Azizla, as a vessel for their memories. Vaindro may be considered the last of their number. Let us go, then, and relieve him of his their duty. Let us see to our preparations and proceed to the vault. We finish this once and for all. Yeah. Yeah. It's the final roll quest, everybody. The final roll quest. Yay! Yay! We do not have our Carnbuckle out, so let's get that out. Hold on, nothing's gonna happen if I don't have the Carbuncle out. Yeah, apologies again for that Scholar playthrough. Like, I never used Scholar, I tell you guys. And I don't know if my... I can't think my equipment was that bad, was it? Because I was wearing the artifact gear. And I figured that would have been enough to get me some good heals. But I don't know if my heals were supposed to be that bad, or I don't know. It was bad times. Might have to take some time to actually learn how to play Scholar. Alright. When the battle begins, Lord Emmerich and I will draw the Blasphemy's attacks. Seize the opportunity to bring your magics to bear against it. Alright, here we go! If you're ready, then let us set forth. You need but say the word. Yes, do it! Just some chocolates here. Can't wait for some chocolates. We're gonna fight it in the vault. This is a big ass coin. I'll show you this coin does. The beast has come! Now is our chance! You know, this is actually appropriate, considering if we go back to the main quest right now, which is also about dragons. That's what he meant by the crozier. I wasn't sure what it was. Make ready! Oh. To me, my knights! Blasphemy, profane Fafnir. For the glory of King Thordan. This one talks too. No, you are not he! A trick! It is a trick! Well, the staff is gone. Forgive me, Sir Vaindro, but for the sake of all us guardians, we must strike you down. Have some Bahamut! Lightning Storm? Who's gonna heal me? Alter Fire. By the Fury, this is Sir Charbit's magic.
You underestimate me.
Oh god! I was not expecting that. crucifixion. Your reckoning is come.
Do not underestimate me!
Stay on your guard. It's basic dragon stuff. Ow!
We must stand our ground!
Oh, there's a fire here, though. How'd you know which one was not gonna blow up?
You underestimate me!
I guess they must spawn later or something. Gather ye faithful souls. Yeah, there's so many. Oh my god, stop targeting NPCs. Time has come to call upon the true power of the Heaven's Ward.
I will not falter!
God damn it, why'd you move? Oh, what is this one? Where you are. Ah, no, ping! I did not see the dragon in time. Heal me! This one doesn't even have any special music to it. Just straight up, like, the Heaven's Ward music. Well, like, you know what I mean, right? It's like the vault music.
This knight does not yield!
His Eminence will return His Eminence to me. We did it. That one was like pretty straightforward. Oh! Forgot you guys can probably hear all those little tiny things I did with the candy. Finally, it is over! Ugh. No sad words for him. Probably the least sad of the blasphemies. Thus ends the tale of Heaven's Ward. Let it not be forgotten. 'Twas the wrong of them to conceal the truth of our nation's founding, to abet the Archbishop in his machinations. Yet in peering into their hearts, one thing became clear. They too had succumbed to primal manipulation. They too were victims. Flawed men, aye. Not without sin, but as guardians brave and true, as we all aspire to be. Having triumphed in the battle of ideals, I have a responsibility to all our people. Their hope and dreams, their sorrow and suffering are mine to bear, and bear them I shall. For had you not vanquished King Thornton, or had I erred in but one of my choices, I may well have been the first to succumb to despair, to be reborn a blasphemy. You won't have turned, not you. A ridiculous notion. I'm more like to become a beast than you. Oh my god. That is making my face very red. Yeah, that's something I can't avoid, huh? I'm sure there's something I could do with the settings, but I'm afraid that's going to bring back the freezing, so... I would rather live with color face. It came out weird. Don't take that out of context. I'd rather have, you know, the screen reflected on my face versus, you know, the camera freezing. Okay, you wouldn't have turned, not you. Thank you, my friend, for having such confidence in me. My apologies, 'twas not mine intent to wax sentimental. Our work here is done. Let us return to the congregation. Alright, so I could say confidently at this point that in terms of like battles, the tank battle takes the cake. That one won in how cool the battle was. Then I believe after that we have the melee DPS, you know, the company heroes showing up. That was pretty cool. The Izanami fight was also... I'll put that one next. Because with Gosetsu showing up, that was cool. I really like that. But then, this fight wasn't that interesting. And neither was the healer fight. But I would put the healer fight last. Just because I hate healing. I mean, at least not a scholar. The fight itself was kind of eh. But this fight was also like pretty bleh. Heading to the strategy room, I should be glad to show you in. Now, in terms of story... I don't know. The story is kind of hard to call at this point. They all had something interesting in them. one way or another, but they all had different aspects of each character. The melee one was surprising that they made the company heroes matter again, but like it like filled a hole that we didn't know we had with the company heroes. I like what they did with the company heroes. I hurried here as soon as I learned of your victory. There are some words, few words I would say, but it can wait until Lord Artoirel and Deacon Clem have spoken theirs. Firemac, permit me to offer my gratitude for helping us overcome not only the blasphemy, but the despair which it spawned it. But this is only the beginning. On the face of it, we have made tremendous strides in breaking down ancient barriers within our society. But there yet remain great risks to be bridged. It is no easy thing to rise above a lifetime of preconceptions and prejudice. I myself have struggled to do so, as you must know. But I shan't give up. On the honor of my house, I will do everything in my power to build a new Ishgard, one in which all people can see eye to eye, regardless of birth and station. Now then, I believe the Deacon has some words for you too. Try lend him an ear. What do you have to say now, Artoirel? Much as I appreciate our conversation, I think the Deacon is deserving of your attention as well. I don't care about the Deacon.
My Lord Firemac, may I say how glad I am that you are safe and well. Just before you arrived, Lord Emmerich explained to me the true nature of the man who became the blasphemy. The poor confused creature was born of the Church's mistakes, and on behalf of the clergy, I give you my heartfelt thanks for laying it to rest. As we work to reform our institutions and rebuild our relationship with the people, we will remember and pray for all those who have fallen in service to the faith. We shall pray for you as well, wheresoever your path may lead. May the Fury ever watch over and keep you. I shall leave it at that then. Lord Emmerich too wishes to speak. It would not do to keep him waiting.
Okay. Firemac, Lord Artoirel, I thank you for your vital roles you played in ridding us of profane Fafnir. As ever, the sight of you in combat was nothing short of inspiring. With no further reported instances of people turning and the blasphemy itself no more, I should like to believe we are free of the scourge of despair.
My brethren and I shall labor to see that it ever remains so by fighting to dispel the darkness in men's hearts.
And I shall fight with you, not only as the Speaker of the House of Lords or the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, but as a man of faith in our God and our people. Together, let us strive to fill our nation with hope. Firemac, by now you will be sick unto death of being thanked, but I must nonetheless express an additional word of gratitude. Full oft have you saved our nation, our people. I speak not only of our lives, but our hearts and minds as well. You have given us a great gift, that of opportunity and choice, and if we are to repay you for it, we as a nation must take full advantage of our freedom to dictate a new course forward into a brighter future. What forward means we may not always agree upon, but as fellow Ishgardians we shall find a way to rise above our differences and stand united. That is the nation that I will strive to build. This I swear to you. Firemac, given all that you have done for us, I am loath to impose further, but may I trouble you bear word of our success to our officer at Razahan. We will, of course, be sending a report, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. Our allies would benefit from the additional details you could provide as well. Our thanks again, my friend, and may the Fury speed your way. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of story, the Doma one and the Ishgard one both had similar ideas. Both of them dealt with their nation still recovering from, from the stuff. I mean, to that effect, Alamigos was the same as well, except theirs take was a little different. Ishgard and the Doma chapters here were very similar. Can I go back in real fast? Guess not. Thank you for your aid in vanquishing the blasphemy. I wish you safe passage back to Ratzahan. Right, so Doma chapter and the Ishgard chapter both dealt with their citizens coming, to deal with the aftermath of, when we liberated them. The Ishgard one had a little thing with the clone, which was kind of interesting. But then Doma took it up another notch by having Gosetsu come back. And freaking everybody loves Gosetsu. I love Gosetsu. So yeah, I would put Doma above the Ishgard story just for that. But neither of their enemies were very interesting. The blasphemies were just kind of there. Then we go up a notch. I really liked the Alamigo story because I liked that it dealt with Fordola and her becoming a better person, like some character development for Fordola, which is really nice. And Arnvald was involved, and Rauban was there. I believe we even had a little bit of Nanamo in there at some point. So it was a lot of going on with character-wise, and I liked that. But there wasn't too much going on plot-wise, so it was kind of like, eh. And then the enemy itself, while it was interesting who it was, they were very not a threat in a way. They were barely a threat. Makes you wonder why that was even a thing. So then the next step up, we have the two best ones in my opinion, the melee and the tank, story-wise. But you might actually no, I take that back because the tank story was actually really awful. Not awful is so awful as this. It was just very one note. It was a one-note story throughout the whole way, which all the other stories had a different story going on. Many plot threads were involved. This one was just straight up just Kan Isena's past with her former lover, and it wasn't really her lover. Yeah, it was whatever. And I guess that blasphemy was also not that interesting. I guess none of the blasphemies were very interesting per se when you put it in perspective, because then also the Sahuagin one was not that interesting either. I mean, character-wise, because we didn't know who these characters were until we did the quests. But yeah, the tank one gets bonus points just for the fight being the best one. It's just the story was very one note, and it was just kind of the whole way. The tree thing was cool. It was kind of saying going all Kryl and talking through the spirit of the force talks through me, stuff like that. And that was kind of cool, but I guess the story itself is kind of bleh. I guess the tank goes on the bottom. I guess the tank is the worst one story-wise, but it gets bonus points for being the best battle. And so the company. The melee one's probably the best all around. The fight was pretty cool, and the story was pretty interesting. And the company heroes matter. The Sahuagin angle is also nice. And it was also kind of sad for the Sahuagin. Alright, that's enough of that. I've talked long enough. Let's finish these quests. Ah, my Lord Firemac, by your return, I dare I hope that the hunt for the blasphemy was a success? That you would vanquish the beast comes as a little surprise, but this occasion would serve as impetus for the church to embark upon a path of reform. It's incredible! I shall share these joyous tidings with our allies without delay. If I may speak candidly, I must confess to being a great admirer of yours. When you have a moment, I should like to hear about some of your adventures, if you would do me the honor. For the present, however, in my official capacity as the discarding delegate, I offer you my humblest thanks for your immeasurable service to our nation. Yeah, I can now die to stuff. Sweet. More than figured. Nice. And now we're gonna finish this one. Greetings. How goes it now, amigo? Eliminating blasphemies? Helping organize a memorial ceremony? They certainly kept you busy. A fine example of going above and beyond the call of duty. I'll be sure to send word of your exploits to Olda. Wait till the Sultana hears about this. Her Grace will not be the only one to welcome news. On behalf of the Grand Company of Eorzea and our allies, allow me to express my most heartfelt gratitude. Yay! Let me offer things. Blasphemy, they'll find out what they can breathe inside of this. And then finally. Master Firemac, your return. What word from Doma? The blasphemy is no more? That is most wonderful news. I must inform the other delegates at once. Thank you again for answering our summons. If another threat should rear its dastardly head, I pray we can count on your assistance. Oh, that one's a really short and sweet. Yay! Yay! We beat all the role quests! 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 Should we do one round of talking? My Lord Firemac, have you a moment? I am eager to hear about your adventures. I see the people of Dimona have entered a short reprieve from the woes that befell the world. Should I find time to revisit the Swell's Compass, I shall keep you in my prayers as I pay respects. I cannot thank you enough for assisting the Blasphemy Hunters in Alamigo, and for your work in addressing the root causes of the phenomenon. We as a country have been made to take a long, hard look at ourselves and the way we treat each other. Perhaps now we can pave the way to a better future as one. Allow me to offer my thanks on behalf of my comrades posted in Alamigo. With the blasphemy finally dealt with, they can all breathe a sigh of relief. While the veil of despair has been lifted from Gdania, our work is far from finished. It will take time and effort for its people to accept that peace has returned. News of your victory will sure to speed this process along. To think the notorious commander of the company heroes would show his face after all these years. And you! It's not only the blasphemies themselves we're dealing with, but the root causes of the despair that triggers the transformations. We'll communicate with our allies abroad, and we're all committed to providing ample assistance, though you will no doubt be busier than ever before. Be sure to rest when you can. You'll need to be at your best for the challenges ahead. Woo! Okay, cool. So apparently there's supposed to be another quest after you beat all the role quests, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna come from Shidabot. So that'll be fun. But they won't be on YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. Because that's gonna be way after the fact. Well, we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. Because I will eventually do the patch quests. Just don't know how I'm gonna approach that, since it's gonna be by patch basis, which is not unlike anything I've done so far. Well then, let's actually get back to where we were. Can you guys believe it? We're finally going back to the MSQ. And look, there's freaking side quests. Why is there side quests? as I've mentioned many times before, I won't be doing any side quests during the recordings. I probably will have side quests waiting for me by the time I actually finish the main quest line, because I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna bother doing them. I don't know. Okay, so hold on. My thought process here is that if I actually finish today, which I really doubt, because we still got like 2/3 of this map to go through, and flying not even close to unlock. But I was gonna continue playing, but I figure probably not gonna finish tonight. Probably gonna finish the next time I stream, which won't be tomorrow, by the way, because tomorrow's New Year's Eve. A test of will. The bereaved dragon has fallen silent, leaving the Stygian to sigh with frustration. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand, and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. God damn it. I do like this music, by the way, because it's like ambient music. But it's just the right ambient to make you like... It sets the mood. It really does set the mood. With luck, they'll have learned something to help us devise a plan to action. I chance to gain audience with several dragons ere we return, though I expect their tales are much the same as those you heard. We would hear what the dragons had to share with you, even if it's no different from what they told Urange. It would have value. Good to see you've made it back in one piece. The more I see of this place, the more bewildering it becomes. Did your exploration prove eventful? Converse with any dragons? Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Yeah, if you want to call that meaningful. I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Firemac. Stygian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there is nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Loprits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Till we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Meteion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. But I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is, we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteion's, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire a conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it could be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. 'Twas Ultima Thule's architect, Meteon herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough mayhap to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. Then I shall guide thee. I'll end, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Well, what do we have to lose? Let's get going. Absolutely everything, Alize. We have absolutely everything to lose. Woo! What's the matter, Stinian? Are you gonna be the one that fades next? I have a feeling that Stinian is gonna be the one that fades next. Guys, there's only 2 quests. Would it kill us to just go ahead and do them? I got a job that can accept it. As long as the quests stay minimal, but I don't know, I doubt it, but we'll see. An aimless protector. Oh, I just realized I have like no inventory space. Whoops. Nash Aura has something to ask you. Come closer, little one, I must ask thee, did a pitiable dragon net meet its end by thy hand? Yes. Though I cannot find it in my heart to thank thee, nor shall I admonish thee. The young one would have suffered every living moment, as do we all, though some torments are more easily borne. If thou wouldst prevent further needless suffering, pray seek my shelled kin at the shallow lake. He hath wallowed overlong in hatred beyond keep. Might as well grab this other quest, huh? I don't know, something about these side quests kind of make me go, maybe we should do them. You look like Vidofnir. The overwrought dragon can no longer find it in himself to relax. Hark! The grinding and shuddering of steel bodies, the metal, it cometh! Thou hearest the not? Perhaps thy speeches have not the sensitivity. Yet the machines come nevertheless. Seek a vantage from which even thou mayest witness their dread approach. Then hearken unto my words and flee. I guess we're gonna do this. Ostracon Deca Octo. Oscoton Aquaducto. Mr. Reducto. Mr. Roboto. No one but dragons here. Forsooth. Forsooth? What? Huh. Surveying. We be surveying. No one but dragons here. Forsooth! There's a fate here. I really shouldn't go towards the fate. But I have plenty of experience. There's like no way there's enough quests to level me up. Oh, there's someone here. Oh, they are dead. Oh, they instant revived themselves. I was gonna heal them. You know what? Never mind. What? No! Don't attack me! Think they're gonna come back? Eh. Well, let's see. I don't think they're gonna come back. The enemies themselves are like kill them. We're getting this quest, this fate done. I'll make it a challenge, everybody. Poor white mages did not come back. I would revive them. They booked it out of there real fast. I'm getting too much experience. Wait, which way was I supposed to go for the... I don't know. I'm not sure which one of these is actually the main quest. No one but dragons here. Forsooth! Oh, forsooth! Oh, those are turtles, those are not dragons. I don't know who told you that was a dragon, but it's not. No one but dragons here, forsooth. Waiting, 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 waiting. Father of Armored Dragon. I'll end. Well, let's go back to Paladin for this.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Oh.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed, and our souls corrupted, the winds are stilled, and the heavens offer no comforts. I didn't think I had to do dragon talk. Also, I sped up because I thought that was an auto scroll one, but I noticed the thing there. So sorry. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives is a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet, on thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home? Tell them the truth.
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. everything we've endured. We will not let you stop us.
It's a bird now.
Estinian!
Stay back.
We tire of war. We tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from more, from life.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Yep, I knew it. Estinian. I knew it. I freaking knew it. They're doing the trope. Everyone's gonna slowly disappear on us.
Not Estinian too.
They're doing the trope. I don't even know what's the name of that trope.
There's a wind. He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Hang in there, buddy. You're gonna make me cry.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Well, I feel like the next one, the fall, is either gonna be between Graha, Istola, and Uranje. The twins are gonna be the last ones. Oh, the music's changing. Oh, I gotta turn in these quests. So it is done. I heard his dying cry. His bloodline was the strongest of the armored ones, possessed of carapaces like unto stone. Yet even they were not impervious to the metal fiend's onslaught. It took but one to raise their nest. Even now, its terrible form doth linger in my mind. The four jaws that ravened it beneath a shroud of steel. And to the few who escaped the carnage, life has gifted naught but despair. They yearn for vengeance, though our enemy has long since quit this place. As thou hast witnessed, they now turn all too quickly to indiscriminate violence. Alas, this only feedeth the fires of their guilt, never doth it quell them. Nay, I fear that only death hath that power. Oh, let's get to cutscene. Thou art returned. What didst thou ken? Naught but dragons, verily? Perhaps thou speakest in sooth. That mechanical cacophony plagueth me without cease. Though I swear 'tis clear now that it had ever been. Should this be not my own fears, return fiercer with each coming. I know not how to quit myself of them. Find strength in your comrades, and together overcome your fears. You must embrace your fear to truly understand it. You should fear nothing as I do. I like this one. No, I don't think they have any comrades. Thou art strong. Had my kin sought what thou hast found, perhaps our star would have met a different fate. Do I have room in my saddlebag? I do not. There's a horse bill. Oh hey, it's sightseeing log. Must this always be the price paid for safe passage? If I had known this place would claim Estinian too, No, it's what had to be done. As by the beating of mighty wings doth in wind blow, where dragons may never again touch the sky, he in the shade he bore shall soar free. The wind has stayed the fog that covered this island, and the air, it no longer feels quite so stifling. Look there, the wind! This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it, but we should ride its flow and see where it leads. Oh my god, oh holy shit! Powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other science should arrive before long. He did it. He found a way forward for us. The dragons remained trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war, yet Estienne knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting, Alphanel, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. We mustn't. Alisaie is right. We must press on for their sake. Is it level 90 yet? Nope, still 89. What is that? These letters. Roads paved. Sacrifice. Okay. Oh, no, god damn it. Alright. That ends this episode, everyone. Things are getting heavy. And yeah, so this is Firemac saying toodles. See you next time.